Hello and welcome to what would have been day 4 of the Betfred World Snooker Championship. Aiming to be at the Crucible once again as a player will be Alan McManus. He's reached the semi-final on 3 occasions, including an excellent run in 2016.
I came through qualifying the week before, I think, the 3 matches. And Ding, funny that he was a qualifier as well that year. And interesting, I was listening to your chat with John Higgins the other day. It was interesting because I like to listen to that because with guys like John, I don't ever ask John about things like that, the Crucible. And so it's interesting to get his take on, and I remember the one he said, one of the finals, I don't know if it was his one against Ronnie, maybe in 2001, he finished late, and I was the same. Funny enough, I played John the night before. By the time I got out the Crucible that evening after doing whatever was, required, it was probably midnight, maybe round about that time. I went back to the hotel. I had 1 beer. Instead, I had to have something to try and wind it down. And I didn't get to sleep till maybe 4. Usually my prep would be I would get up in the morning, I would go down to the Crucible and have a loosener for 20 minutes, half an hour. And I woke up in the morning about 9:30, I think. And I thought I'll go down at about 12:20. And I was almost sleepwalking. I was, but maybe that was an experience. So I hadn't been in that position too many times. And I remember I went 5-0 down. I felt good. How do I say? I felt good in my confidence in my game, but I was mentally, I was a little bit shot, because I felt really good, and I felt like I had every chance of winning the match. But Ding, he played unbelievable. I think he'd about 8 centuries in the match, 7 or 8 anyway. So it was a kind of performance by him, similar almost to Judd last year. It was that good. Yeah.
So Alan McManus will be going for the qualifiers. Of course, we'll also hear from Alan on the BBC. He's part of their excellent team on the Betfred World Snooker Championship. And we'll have an extended interview with Alan on our YouTube and Facebook pages from 7 o'clock on Wednesday night. Now, Alan is great mates with fellow Scot John Higgins. John won the World Championship 4 times. And he gave us an exclusive interview earlier on in the week. That's still available on our Facebook and YouTube channels. And I asked him about winning his first ever title back in 1998.
Playing Ken in the final. Great match. Ken was going for back-to-back. He was trying to break the Crucible curse. And yeah, I can just remember having an overnight lead, not really sleeping great at all, because obviously you knew Ken was going to come back at you, and so he did. I was 10-6 in front. At the end of the 3rd session, he pulled it back to 13-11. But then in the night session, I think I played pretty well, and I managed to get a little bit more of a lead on him, and then I managed to close it out. So, yeah, as I say, I've always said it's the first one you do anything. It must be one of the best feelings. It's what you've always dreamed of, isn't it? And to do it there against someone like Ken, it was an unbelievable night.
Finally, on this day in 1997, Ronnie O'Sullivan produced some magic. The quickest ever maximum break at the Crucible. It only lasted 5 minutes and 20 seconds. It's that good. Let's watch it in full.
1. Eight. 9.
Yes, it was just a much too thin a safety
16.
shot that Nick Price played to leave these on for Ronnie.
17. 24. 25. 32. 33.
Well, that's the 5th red and the 5th black coming up. And obviously the red at the bottom of the cluster will pot.
40. 41.
Now,
48.
important now off this red to leave a nice angle on the black.
49.
I think he's overdone that slightly, has he? Or can he force the cue ball into that cluster? He can.
56.
Just wondering if he can get that one into the left centre. Looks as if he can.
57.
This is amazing.
64. 65. 72.
One more red and the frame's safe, but Ronnie's got other things on
73.
his mind, and so has everybody in the audience.
Well, listen, John, I know you've commentated on a maximum before. I have never,
80.
and I'm starting to get a bit excited here. There's a little
81.
matter of £147,000 on offer this year for a maximum break.
88. 89.
Yes, and I think those two reds below the pink, one of them will pot in the left corner. Oh, they will now. Needs to be a bit lucky. That's okay.
96.
Great chance.
97.
4
105.
minutes for the century. Amazing.
Right, this is the key shot. Needs a good angle on this red to get on the
112.
black. He's got it just.
113.
Oh, slow down, White. Slow down, White.
122. 125. 129.
Perfect. Yes, absolutely perfect.
134.
I don't believe this. What a break! What a fantastic maximum break that is. Ronnie O'Sullivan's delighted, the crowd's delighted, John Virgo, and I'm delighted. 5 minutes for one unbelievable maximum break.
I absolutely love looking back at this famous old tournament. And Crucible Gold tonight on World Snooker's Facebook and YouTube pages. They're looking back at Neil Robertson's centuries. So looking forward to that. I'll be back tomorrow, but stay safe and stay in.